Have you ever had a moment that felt so surreal, so utterly impossible, that you questioned your own senses? A moment that tiptoed on the edge of reality and the supernatural. I'm about to tell you a story that did just that to me. A story that began with a dusty old camera and a photograph that shouldn't exist. My grandpa was a man of quiet habits and untold stories. After he passed, we were left with his house, a time capsule of a life well lived. While sorting through his attic, I stumbled upon a vintage Polaroid camera, the kind that spits out a picture which develops right before your eyes. It was heavy, clunky, and beautiful. Next to it was a single, unopened pack of film. I felt a pull, an urge to use it, to see the world one last time through a lens he might have used. Downstairs, the house was empty and silent. The living room, with its floral wallpaper and antique armchair where he always sat, felt like the perfect subject. A tribute, I thought. I aimed the camera at the empty chair, the afternoon light streaming through the window, painting everything in a warm golden hue. I pressed the shutter. The camera whirred, a mechanical groan of age, and a blank white square slid out. I placed it on the coffee table, just like I'd seen in old movies, and waited. The magic of chemistry began its slow dance. Gray smudges appeared, then slowly, shapes and shadows started to form. The armchair materialized, the wallpaper, the window, but something else was there too. A figure was taking shape in the chair. My heart began to pound. It couldn't be. As the image sharpened, my breath caught in my throat. It was him. It was my grandpa, sitting in his favorite chair. He was younger, his hair still dark, his face less lined, but it was unmistakably him. He was looking directly at the camera. And then, the impossible happened. As the last of the chemical haze cleared, the man in the photograph smiled, not a static, frozen smile. It was a slow, warm, familiar grin that spread across his face, a twinkle appearing in his eyes. I snatched the photo, my hand trembling. I stared at it, my mind racing, trying to find a logical explanation, a trick of the light, a chemical flaw in the old film. But no. The smile was there, clear as day. It was the same smile he'd give me after telling a particularly bad joke. I looked from the photo to the empty chair and back again. The room was still, silent, empty, but the photograph in my hand held a living moment. I spent hours just looking at it. I tried taking another photo, this time of my own hand. It came out perfectly normal. I took another of the empty chair. It came out empty. Only that first photograph held the magic. It felt like a message, a final, impossible goodbye from a man I missed more than words could say. It was as if he'd found a way to bridge the gap between his world and mine, just for a second. This experience changed something in me. It opened my mind to the idea that there are mysteries in this world that we cue and explain with science or logic. Sometimes, you just have to accept the magic. That photograph sits on my desk now. Most days it's just a picture of my grandpa. But every once in a while when the light hits it just right, or maybe when I just need to see it, I swear I can see the corner of his mouth twitch into that gentle, impossible smile. It reminds me that the people we love are never truly gone. They leave behind echoes, little moments of magic tucked away in the most unexpected places, like a dusty old camera in an attic. It's a reminder to keep our hearts and minds open, because you never know when the world might decide to smile back at you. What do you think? Have you ever experienced something you just can't explain? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. This is a space for sharing those moments that defy explanation, the little bits of magic in our lives. Thank you so much for joining me on this little journey into the unexplained. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more mysteries with me, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. It means the world to me and helps us build this community of curious minds. Until next time, stay curious and keep looking for the magic.